This will be an interview on the 17th of November, 2022 at 12:05 p.m. at her residence. And give me your address again.
Yeah.
You know the zip code?
I think.
I think so too. And then do you have a cell phone number?
Yes, it's...
So I didn't ask Sergeant Blaker, do you have her cell phone? You probably have her cell
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the number attached to your cell
Yeah.
phone. So you know why we're here. We're here to talk
Yeah.
about what happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
So can I ask, what year are you in school up there?
I'm a sophomore.
And what's your major? And you've been there both years?
Yeah.
And how long have you been living in that house?
Just since the beginning of August.
So how did you end up in the house with the girls?
My best friend in sorority, you have bigs and littles. Madison Mogan is, and she reached out to some of us to live with her, and I knew her pretty well, and that's how I got to live there.
Where did you live your freshman year?
House.
So you've always been in a sorority?
Yeah.
Okay. So is your friend?
Yeah, she was in with me as well, and we moved in together into that house.
And how did the other girls come to live with you?
Xana is a year older than me, and she also knew Maddie, and Maddie reached out to her. Kaylee Goncalves is her lifelong best friend. They're like sisters. Maddie also reached out to her to live with her because they always needed to fill up rooms.
And did you know them before this semester?
Yes.
Through the sorority?
I knew Maddie and Xana through the sorority beforehand, and I'd gone over to the house with Maddie and her roommates, and she had Kaylee over a lot, and I saw her. I met her a few times.
And was Kaylee part of the sorority in your freshman year?
She is a senior, but she was an...
So Kaylee just through connections with Maddie came to live with you.
Yeah.
Otherwise you didn't know her before
Yeah.
the introduction through Maddie and Xana.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yeah.
So how well did you know the three other girls besides before you moved in?
Pretty well. Me and Maddie and Xana hung out a lot. My was best friends with Xana, so I was at their house a lot, and I knew Xana pretty well.
What's last name? How do you spell that? And she doesn't live in the house at all?
No, she lives across the street at the White's apartments with my friend as well, who is I think she's actually a year older, I believe.
You moved in August, and then because I haven't been in the house,
Mm-hmm.
where was your bedroom?
So obviously, when you walk in, you have the door. Right in front of you is the downstairs bathroom. When you go to the bathroom and take a left, that is the room. Again, looking at the bathroom, take a right, that is just an open spare room. When you first walk in the door and take a left, there's stairs. Those stairs go right into the living room. When you're in the living room, you can go right, which when you go right to the hallway, there's like this hallway right here. There's a bathroom here and Xana's room right here. If you don't go in that hallway, you just go straight. You can see the stairs that go up to the third floor. Right next to the stairs on the left is my room. To the right of the stairs is the kitchen and the sliding door. When you walk up the stairs to go to third floor, right immediately to your left is Katie's room. You can look kind of diagonally to your right, and there's the bathroom, and then fully to the right is Maddie's room.
So it's a tri-level?
Yeah.
And you're on the same floor as Maddie and Kylie?
I'm on the same floor as Xana.
As Xana?
Yeah.
So maybe I missed that. I'm sorry. So where is Kaylee and Maddie's room?
They're third floor.
Okay. And you're second?
Yes.
Okay. And who's in the basement?
Just...
Okay. I'm sorry, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
We're going to have to walk you through some tough questions. Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah.
So tell us about Saturday. Let's talk about the 12th.
Okay.
The day of the game. What time did you get up on the 12th?
I don't even know. We had formal and we had a little party on Friday, so obviously a lot of us were pretty drunk that night. I don't remember exactly when I woke up. We started drinking champagne right off the bat.
Tell me what formal is. So like a ball.
Kind of like that. Me and my friend ended up not going to the formal. We went to the house and then just came back home and like kept drinking and partying at my house. And then it was like more of a smaller party. It was people that we were closer to, just mostly not like everyone else.
They came to your house?
Yeah.
Who was in your house that night? On the night of on the Friday night. You're saying the
So
Friday night.
obviously all the roommates, Ethan and my friend and her, I guess her boyfriend wasn't there, and her boyfriend, they brought, and I guess brought her friend. It was like all of our friends and their dates.
You knew everyone that was there?
Yes, they're mostly, all of them were except for the dates. There was a few freshmen there. I believe it was, and they had their dates. I don't remember who they were. They were of some sort.
Meaning?
A fraternity.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Not from cultural.
No.
Okay, just got to clarify,
Yeah.
right?
I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, we had our friend, I don't think she brought a date, and then later brought her date. And then I believe that was all.
Is your first name?
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say.
And
Yeah.
how long did the party go from the 11th to the 12th?
We started, I believe, around 4:30. Some of us. So when you have a formal, you have a sober hour. All the that were wanting to go, we got a ride from a sober person at 7:20. We had to be at the house before 7:30. We were at Pie for, I would say, maybe 30-40 minutes, and then Kaylee was my date with me, so she came with me. We decided we wanted to go home. So Maddie Mogan, she got me and Kaylee an Uber. We came home. And then
who the Uber was?
No, I don't remember. And then her date, and then her date got a ride from another Uber home, I believe, or Sobro. I can't remember exactly. I would say that was around 7:30, around 8 to 8:10, 20ish on Friday.
I want to clarify on something so you know.
Uh-huh.
If there's alcohol going
Yeah.
on, use, any type of drug use, that's not why we're here.
Yeah, I
want you to
know. That's
I
what
do.
Robin told me.
Yeah, well, that's not our focus. We need to figure out who did this to your roommates
Yeah.
and forever changed your life.
Yeah, I know. And obviously we were all very drunk.
So you get the ride home from the Uber around 8:30?
I would say so, maybe a little bit earlier than that. I think it was like right around 8:30 because that was when everyone was leaving to go to the formal.
Have you ever used this Uber driver before?
I don't remember. I think, it was then, yeah, I believe, yes. Because an Uber driver we know pretty well. We have his number. Super nice guy. I don't know for sure if the Uber that we got that night was the same guy, but we just usually would trust the Ubers.
So that night it wasn't.
I don't fully remember.
Okay.
Sorry, I was intoxicated. I don't fully remember that.
No, you're okay. Can I ask you, because I do, and I have to ask how much consumption, so we can understand her
Yeah.
statements from the perspective of consumption. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely. I explained all that to her, and she's ready to go.
Okay, so Friday night maybe isn't as important as Saturday
Yeah.
night, but what happens Saturday? What time does the party end on Saturday?
On Friday, you mean?
Friday to Saturday morning. I'm going to think it ended Saturday morning. Probably didn't end at midnight, right?
I don't even really remember exactly. I'm trying to like rethink of what happened, but I can't even think about Friday night really.
Well, this is why we're asking.
Do you care if I look at my phone to
I don't
see?
mind
Because
at all.
I have probably videos or somewhat.
Why we're asking too is maybe there's someone you met or some path you crossed Friday into Saturday that resulted in what happened on Sunday. That's why we're walking you back.
Yeah, okay. So I believe we got home and we went over to the Whites. Xana and Maddie were there. I think it was White's apartment. We were there for a little bit. I decided to leave. I think it was in her room. I can't fully remember. It was just me, Maddie, and Xana at the White's apartment, and I just didn't feel like being there, so I walked home. And were at my house. They were playing music, and it was just us four for the rest of the night. And I believe I went, from what my picture I saw, I went home around 12. I mean, I went to bed around 12:10, because I was in my bed at 12:15 in that picture.
Who was in the house on Friday to Saturday again?
Sorry. His and me.
And how do you spell?
Oh, yeah. I believe.
Thank you.
And then I remember Maddie coming home at some point. I don't fully remember when. I don't remember where Kaylee was. She was either in her room or the club. I don't remember talking to her much after we got home.
But you were in bed by 12:30?
Yes, at latest 12:30. I think so.
Do you remember on Saturday when you may have awakened?
I'm not looking at my phone again, sorry. I don't know exactly when we woke up, but I know we got up at around, I have a picture of me and Xana and Maddie and Kaylee were going to get coffee and going to the store to go get more alcohol. And that's at 12:15 from my photo on my phone. I don't remember exactly when I woke up.
Is that on Saturday?
Saturday afternoon, I guess you could say.
Is the picture at your house?
No, it's in the car. I mean, I have a video of Xana in the car. That's at 11:44, I guess. So I guess it was earlier than that. And that's us in the car. She had just gotten Starbucks, and then we were on the store to get more alcohol. I believe after that is when we started. We had a few bottles of champagne left from Parents' Weekend, so we were trying to drink that. Kaylee was in. She had some good friends at the White's apartment who were having like a little. It was like a danger, I guess. They had like 100 beers in this little mini inflatable pool thing, but obviously it wasn't filled with water. And a lot of people showed up there, and it was good. Like we took pictures. That's that day, that picture that's going around. We were all really happy. Like it was a great day. Like nothing weird at all, nothing bad at all.
What were the plans for Saturday night?
There was a lodge party, that's where we went to later that night. That was the main plan. Was like, okay, it's a party tonight. Like those are known as the most fun parties, which is like you want to go to all of those pretty much.
And all of you were going? All the roommates were going?
Kaylee wasn't thinking so. Usually when you're a senior, you tend to go to the clubs more than the fraternity parties. That's just like the nature of it. Maddie she did go with us for a little bit, but ended up going home to go with Kaylee to the club.
What time do you think Maddie left you to go from your function to the club with Kaylee?
So I have a assignment that I turned in right before I left to go to somewhere. So pretty much Saturday night we got home from the White's apartment. I'm gonna guess around 5:30 again. I don't fully remember. Again, we were drinking that day too. Like I had just had champagne. Like I had probably around 3 drinks, seltzers. We made food. I know me and Kitty made pasta, and Xana made the sandwich. Xana, me, all of us roommates. So Xana, me, Kaylee, Maddie were all together. Kaylee decided to go take a nap, and then me, Xana, Maddie were on the couch watching a show. I don't know if we were fully watching a show, but we were eating, talking, and we all decided we were going to take a nap. I took a nap on the living room couch. Maddie went to her room, Xana went to her room, and went to her room. I don't remember when Ethan came around. I can't fully remember. Might have been once after we all woke up. We all set a timer at 8 p.m. to wake up together. They all were getting ready to go out. I'm pretty sure Ethan came over when we all woke up. I had to finish some psych homework, and I can look at when I turned it in. That's when I know I left. But I'm almost positive. I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't know for sure when they left, because again, I was probably still intoxicated. I would say I think it's around 9:30 to 10ish.
But you set your alarms for 8 p.m.?
Yes, I know that for sure. We all set our alarms for 8 p.m. I'm just going to look at when I turn this assignment in. Let's see. What's the date?
It would have been the 12.
Yeah, the 12.
I'm
So
sorry,
I turned my assignment in at 10:12. So then they must have gone before around 9:30, before 10, because it took me about 20 minutes to do this assignment.
Were you in the house alone?
No, Kaylee was upstairs in her room. She was getting ready for the club. One of her friends came over. I can't remember her name, but I met her a few times. She's super nice. They were upstairs hanging out, and they were all getting ready. I got ready, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go over to sing. I left. If I turn this in, I got ready, so it means I probably left around 10:30.
What was the class assignment that you were turning in?
It's Psychology 215.
Did you have a deadline at midnight or something?
Yeah, that's when I had it. Well, I guess it's supposed to be turned in Friday, so I was trying to turn it in.
To get some credit?
Yes, some credit at least.
So you think you left at
10:30 because I had to get ready. This assignment obviously is turned in 10:12. I'm going to say around 10:30 is when I left.
When you left, who was in the house?
Kaylee, I believe, and I know Kaylee was for sure, and I don't fully remember if her friend was still there.
What's
pretty
your friend's
sure.
name again?
I don't remember her name. She's super nice. I met her. I mean, she's an 8, so like I'm not like close with her, but I know of her, and she's super nice. I just can't remember her name. So, my house is like a 2-minute walk. Like it's right in front of our house, pretty much. Across the street up the little green hill. I guess you would know. As I was walking there, the White's apartment, like the parking lot between the street and the Whites. I was walking down there, I saw Maddie, and she was holding a box of White Claws, I believe. And as she was walking, I was like, oh, like, where are you going? Like, are you not staying? She goes, no, I'm going to go to the club with Kaylee. I was like, oh, okay, well, have fun. I don't know when they left. I didn't go home. I just went straight to the
Real quick. The route you took to did you go down to King and cross, or did you take a shortcut?
You know those little stairs that's in between, the tiny little stairs that's next to the Whites?
Yeah.
Those tiny stairs. I walked down that, walked the Whites parking lot, and then up that green hill.
Okay, so when you came out your front, I'm assuming you came out the front door
Yes.
into the parking lot.
Yes.
Crossed Queen.
Yes.
Took that short little path
Yes.
between the Whites and the blue apartments
Yes.
to your left.
Uh-huh.
What point in there is where you ran into Maddie?
Right when that parking lot, like that big blue dumpster, I'm almost positive is where I met her, and I was like, oh, like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm going to the club.
So you were already down then? into
Yeah,
the
I was
White
down the parking lot, and
Okay.
then, like, right where it ends in that blue dumpster is where I
Okay.
saw her.
All right.
Was she headed home with the White Claws first?
Yes, she had the White Claws with her, and she was walking home. And I believe it was like one of those mini 6-packs, not like the huge ones.
And we're not here. We're not.
Yeah,
I know. You know that.
So I go through there because they close their gates at a certain time, so you have to go through the front door and get these wristbands. I go through the door. I called Xana, and it's like, oh, like what apartment you're at, because they were at apartments beforehand, and they go apartment 4. So I go down there. Ethan's there. One of their freshmen is there. There's some girls in there I don't know, but like I've seen before. They're all sorority and fraternity people. I'm with Xana, and Ye is there with us as well. Which is, she has a guy, super nice guy, met him a lot, like great friend. He was with us too. Me and were kind of going in and out of the lodge, which is the main place, and back to the apartment just to see like how it was going, like if it was going or not, which it really wasn't that night. I mean, there wasn't a lot of people, which is kind of weird.
Was there a football game going on at the same time though?
No,
Oh,
I don't believe
there
so.
was a late game that night.
Maybe there still was. I can't
against
remember.
Davis. So I think it started at 8:30.
Oh, okay.
was a late
I
game,
don't
wasn't
know.
It started
I
at...
thought it was at 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the Washington State game that was
That
the
was
late
already
game.
done.
Yeah, so that I think that should have been done before Sigma Chi, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah, there was
Sorry.
that's
That
fine.
was a
Yeah,
late
I just
game.
didn't know. So me and Gib obviously going back and forth, kind of looking around. Eventually they go into the room, apartment, which I think is, I can't remember, I think it's apartment. I can't really remember. He's a super nice guy, totally trust him, like, I've met him a lot. They were hanging out in there, and I remember Ethan was really worried about his, because is a they also had their formal that night, and so took Ethan as her date. He was texting her a lot because she wasn't answering her, and apparently she'd been calling. Crying.
This is
Ethan Chapman.
Yes, no, I know who you're talking about, but you're talking about Ethan calling it.
Chapman. I can't remember how to say it. Apparently had been crying and she wasn't answering her phone. And he was just like texting her a lot, really worried. I ended up talking to me after everything happened, and she was like, no, like, I just fell asleep and I forgot to text, and the last thing he said was like, I love you. That's like way later. But so I remember that, and then I remember...
Did he say why she was upset?
No, he didn't know why, and he was really worried about her. He's very protective. Like, he was like an older brother, like a big brother to me too. Like, he was super protective of all of us. And then I believe it was me that went to the lodge. And I remember saying like, hey, do you want to go to... Is one of Xana's best friends. We met through Xana. And she was, I guess she was at the house. She has 2 roommates. One of them I know, was there, and they were just having, I think there's like 5 or 6 people total at the house. And it's like a 5-minute walk from my house. So I remember telling me, and like, do you want to go later? We just called it. They ended up staying, so me and ended up walking there. It's like a 5-minute walk. I was with him. We go in there. It's obviously me, and Claire, I mean, best friend, and then twin, and then there's also him, I believe. I'm almost positive that's who was there. Again, I kept drinking more. We were playing Rage Cage, like, drinking game. So I don't know fully how much I had to drink. I obviously was probably drunk at this point.
Prior to that point, how much you had to drink? Up to the point that you don't remember, how much had you had to drink?
So like after the nap, I had about 3 or 4 drinks of seltzers. I'm pretty sure.
Like what type of seltzers?
Like just White Claws.
Is that 8%?
Those are 5%.
Yours at 5, so you're doing the lower end.
Yeah, that's what we usually would always drink.
So this isn't a question of interrogation. It isn't a jam up. Were you doing anything else besides the alcohol?
No, me and never have. Dan and Ethan, they would take Adderall every now and then, but that was the only thing they would ever do. Maddie would never ever. Kaylee, I remember her talking about it once when she did Adderall, but that was it. I mean, Zan and Ethan were very smart. They were not like stupid with drugs at all. I remember all I heard about of them doing was Adderall. That's the only thing I've heard of. Me and were never like, we just never touched that stuff.
You just did alcohol. You just
drank. Just drank. That was the only thing we did. So we're at our place. Obviously having a good time. My friend, do you know what a Borg is? People do Borgs. It's like those huge water jugs you pour out alcohol, put vodka and Mio, whatever. It's supposed to like get you really drunk, whatever. Obviously had drinking a whole Borg, and she was very drunk, and I didn't want her to walk home. So she had been talking to this guy named Hayden. He's a super sweet guy. I really like him. I was like, okay, well, I can take with me to go home, and we can watch Vampire Diaries and just cook popcorn, you know? So every fraternity, they have Sobros, which are freshmen that are supposed to be sober for that night so they can drive people home. I tell him, I was like, hey, can you get a Sobro so we don't have to walk? I mean, the walk's not terrible, but like she can not walk very well. We get the Sobro. Was going to come with us, my friend, but she ended up staying at, I believe. I don't know where she went exactly because of me got in the car. I don't know who the guys were that drove us, but like I trust them because I knew them. I trusted them. They were all part of it. They're known as being like super nice, trustworthy guys. We get home. No one is home. So we go upstairs. The house is kind of a mess, obviously, because we just had that party Friday. Saturday, we were drinking, whatever.
What time is this that you go home?
Oh, let me check again. I don't know if I fully have a photo.
What do you call the freshmen that stay sober?
Sobros.
Sobros, thank you.
Yeah. So it was definitely after 1, because I have a video of dancing at 1. So I guess at first I thought it was 1, but it could have been 1:30. I don't know. I was intoxicated. I don't fully remember. I'm going to say around 1:15 to 1:30ish. That could be wrong.
That's on Sunday morning.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Do you know who the sober brother was who gave you the ride?
No, but like if needed, I can text him. He would know. So we get home. There's popcorn. I obviously make just a bowl of popcorn for me and Lynn, and I put Vampire Diaries on. I don't know for sure, but I think around 20 minutes later, Beth came home and we just laid down and watched Vampire Diaries. When I first did this interview, I thought it was around 2 when I went to bed, but it could have been later. I don't fully remember. Again, I was kind of out of it. I was drunk. At some point, I did go into my bed. Ended up sobering up, and she walked home. I told her she could get a ride, but she wanted to walk home. I was like, okay.
Do you know what time that would have been?
I don't know when she left. I mean, that was like a normal thing. Like, you were never worried in Moscow. It was normal just to walk home. I don't know what time I went to bed. I have no clue. I remember waking up somewhere around 2 and 2:30. Again, I don't fully remember. I heard Maddie and Kaylee come home. Again, the walls are pretty thin. Like, you can hear everything. So Maddie and Kaylee get home from the club. I noticed they have grub truck, so it's just like that video that's going around. It's them at grub truck. They usually just get mac and cheese. So I can tell they got home from grub truck because they got mac and cheese and they take an Uber home. I have like a video of us. Let me see what time that's at.
Oh, you got up and took a video?
I went up to, so pretty much, I don't know where Beth was, but she was upstairs with Maddie and Kaylee in Kaylee's room. I went up there to say hi and hang out with them for a little bit. The video I have is at 3:10, so I guess it was a lot later than I thought. Sorry, I don't know. This video I have is at 3:10.
Do we have those videos?
Yeah.
It was on your phone, right?
Yes, it was on my phone, so you should be able to have all this. So it's the Uber driver that we all know.
Is that 3:11 a.m.?
That was 3:10. I thought it was around 2:30.
What were they asking to text Eric for?
To take us back to Grub Truck so we could get more food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Grub Truck was like the best place to go when you were drunk.
So who's in the house at 3:10 a.m.?
I don't know where Zen and Ethan are.
Okay.
I don't know if they came home or not, but I know for sure. I know who's in the video. We can hear her laughing. So it's me, Becky, Kaylee, and Maddie. That is who's in that video. And I have a picture of Maddie.
Just to make sure that we have that, could you text that to myself?
Yes, I have a picture of Maddie too, and I'll save both of these and send them to you.
Thank you.
And I can screenshot the timestamp too. I can send it to you after this whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's fine.
And that's
Okay.
on the 13th of November.
That's on Sunday. I guess it's really early Sunday. So I guess that was at 3:10. I thought it was earlier. I didn't know that.
Before we go farther, you said when you got home with,
Mhm.
you said no one was home.
No one was
And you
home.
even went upstairs.
No, I never went upstairs.
Oh.
But because Kaylee and Maddie came home later, that's how I knew they were not there that time.
So what about Ethan and Zena?
Their door was open. I could see that. I could tell that they were not home.
Their door was open at that point when you
Yes,
came
I
home.
well.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't fully remember. I don't know
It's
for
okay.
sure if their door was open or not, but I believe they were not there. I mean, maybe they were, but at that moment, I believe they were not.
Okay.
So
Well,
obviously,
let me step back because that's a fair question. So when we were talking about Ethan trying to get hold of his sister, did he leave your group to go check on his sister?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think he thought that she might be either at her house or like at the formal, wherever it was. I don't really know. I don't remember talking to him a lot. Me and yes left that little group to go into the lodge, so I don't know where him and Xana
You
went
never
after.
saw him again.
No, I did not see him again. So after the video of me, Maddie, Kaylee, and in that room, I did text, and I'm gonna guess you have those text. I can screenshot all of it to you.
Okay.
I texted. I was like, "Hey, are you driving tonight?" He goes, "Yes, I am." And then me and Kaylee were like, "We're not gonna go anymore." Like, we just didn't feel like going, so we never did. I went into bed. I have a big habit of locking my door because I watch Criminal Minds a lot, and it kind of messes up my mind, so I get freaked out about everything pretty much. I don't remember if I locked my door or not that night, but pretty much there was music playing in the living room, which is very normal. People come home, like our roommates come home drunk with some people, you play music. That's normal on the weekends. Not weird at all. I could tell it was Kaylee by her voice. I don't know how I knew it was her, but I'm pretty sure it was from her voice, and I also knew that Murphy was with her. So that's how I knew it was for sure Kaylee.
Her dog.
Yes, her dog.
What
And there,
time did you go to bed? What time do you think you went to bed?
I have no clue. Somewhere after that
After
video of
3:11,
3:10.
oh.
Yeah, I don't fully remember.
When did you text our, that would help us,
Yes, I'll look at that.
because you went to bed after you texted him?
Yes, I went to bed. I was walking downstairs when I texted him, so it would have been like right after I
Were
went.
you using your normal phone texting to talk
Yes.
to these people, or were you using an app or something like that?
What do you mean texting? Like,
So there's multiple ways to text people. You can either text by using your phone through the
Yeah.
actual message system, or you use Facebook or Snapchat.
yeah. So the main two ways we text is Snapchat and text.
Okay.
I switch between both. Like, it's never like, oh, I only text this. Like, I don't, like, it's both, kind of.
Okay. Do you have a preference on which one you normally use?
No, it just is like, if
or does it depend on who you're talking to?
I guess it depends on who I'm talking to and, like, how important it is. Usually if it's more important, I go through text. But then also, like, I'll text, like, my high school friends through more text than Snapchat. Okay. Like, it just is random, I would say. Nothing really.
It's not difficult to transition between the two.
No, it's not. Like, my friend, I'll text through Snapchat and then I'll also texting her through messages. It just is random.
Okay. So could there be chances that we could see gaps when they look at your phone and everything like that? They could see text messages through your normal phone here, no text messages in them maybe for a day or two because you're using something else.
I thought, are you guys able to go, like, download my Snapchat stuff in there, or is that not possible?
So I've been traveling these last couple of days, so I don't know everything that's been done up there in Moscow and what they've been able to find.
Okay.
But if I have information that it's normal for you to do certain things, then it helps them.
Because there is a gap on your cell phone. There's a gap of communications on your cell phone from Saturday, but it resumes normally on Sunday.
Yeah, that's probably why. If there is any way that you guys could download that stuff, I would really like you to have that just so you can get a better timeline and figure anything out, if that's possible.
Well,
I don't want to interject too much, but I just got an email from Bill Thompson about specifically Snapchat accounts, all the accounts that you would have on your email, because I was talking to the Detective Blaker about maybe you guys just deleting those accounts so that you're not getting hounded by, the trolls out there.
Yeah.
And he had a meeting this morning with a forensic detective, and he says, we prefer that the accounts not be deleted. If it would help, we could get your client's login information to Detective Mowry, and he could then change the passwords so your clients wouldn't have to worry about the accounts. Okay. So that's just something for you guys to discuss and throw out, that's what they're wanting to know, what you want to do with that. If that's easier to just give them your passwords and they can just log in. But totally I'll let you guys think about that.
Okay.
The one thing with Snapchat is when you do send a text, it can go away. So I'm going to guess you guys can still download that stuff maybe.
If not, that they can also request through Snapchat for preservation.
Okay,
and then see if it would still be there when they get
That's the main thing, because I believe I called Ethan through Snapchat, not because some people only have their Snapchat, I don't have their phone number, which is kind of weird. That's how it is.
What's your login information on Snapchat?
Like my user,
user and then your.
So it would be. Yes. I have to figure out my password again, but it's probably going to be. I mean, I can reset it so you guys can have that password. I'll try and figure that out.
So your password would.
I would have to. I've had a lot of passwords, so I have to figure that out.
Can I ask you before I forget, because I will, because I'm older. Do you happen to know your roommates' passwords onto their cell phones?
No, I don't at all.
So you've never seen them put in their PIN or do a design?
No, usually you don't. You're not really logging out of Snapchat.
I'm just talking into their phones in general.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they have passwords or not. I have no clue. May or may not know Maddie's, because we're all super close, but Maddie was, so they had that a little bit stronger connection, but I doubt she knows that. So at 3:10 is when I asked, "Are you driving by chance?" At 3:13 he said, "I am." But I never responded. I just went to bed. So I guess it would have been 3:15 I went to bed-ish.
So the timeline, and you know this already, it's so critical to us.
Yeah, I remember when I first did the second interview, I didn't know the times, but now looking at photos and text, I can see better timeline.
Do you know if it ever came?
I don't think so. I would guess he didn't, because I never responded. But he, we talked to him all the time, we would text him all the time. He knew where our house was. He knew, what Friendlandis was, what the Whites was. We really liked him. He was our favorite Uber driver. He could know something just because they do probably have cameras, and it probably would be a good guy to talk to just in case. But, we trusted him. He was a super nice guy. Always made sure we got home safe. I never had, any weird suspicion with him, ever.
How old is he?
Oh, I don't know. I think mid-30s probably. He has a kid. I know that, and he's married.
So he's talked to you. You've had conversations.
Yeah, we've had a lot of conversations, obviously drunk with him.
So you went to bed after that communication?
Yes, after that communication. I don't fully remember, but I think I was on my phone watching Vampire Diaries for a little bit. I don't know how long. I don't know for sure if I was or wasn't. Again, I don't know if I locked my door. I have a habit of locking my door, but I don't know if I did. And I don't remember. I'm usually the one that locks the sliding door at night because Xana and Ethan would get up and forget to lock it. I don't know if I locked it that night. I don't know if anyone else. I don't believe I locked it. But it also wasn't like, oh, you have to lock it. Like, Moscow always seemed like a super safe place. Like, you walk home at night drunk by yourself or with one other girl. Like, that's just the norm of Moscow. So I fell asleep. Usually when I am drunk, I fall asleep a lot better. And during the weekdays, I get a lot more scared about things. But on the weekends, because I have been intoxicated and I am obviously drunk, I sleep a lot better. Like, a lot deeper sleep, I would say. So...
Do you suffer from anxiety? Even before?
Yeah.
Starting.
I just remember, I remember waking up around 4 to 4:20. I have text between me and Kaylee at just text from me to her at 4:20. Let me make sure.
Well, I have to step back because I forgot to ask you. After the initial White Claws, what else did you consume? Because you had the 3 White Claws you told us.
So, yes. So, 3 White Claws. Going to the house, I had some of Borg. Obviously, Rage Cage, I don't know what they put in it. I don't believe it was hard alcohol. I think it was just seltzers. I'm pretty sure it was just seltzers that store. I don't remember it being any hard alcohol.
It's called Rage Cage?
Yes. It's like just drinking game. I had a little bit of, I don't know how much I would say, of Borg, which obviously has like vodka brunettes. I don't know how much. I don't know how much I drink. But obviously some of that. And then I would say I probably had like 2 or 3 more drinks, maybe a few more.
And what were they?
Also White Claws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And where were they at? At home?
What do you mean?
Did you drink them at home?
This was at house.
Okay. Did you drink anything at home when you ate the popcorn?
No.
So the drinking had stopped?
Once we left the house, it stopped.
So at around 2 o'clock, basically, based off of what you told me.
I think so. I don't fully know. I'm like trying to think again. Because I know the last video I have is house was dancing at. Let me look at that again. That was at 12:57. So I would say, I don't know, 1:15, 1:30 I left, just basing off these videos that I have. So we got that sober home, obviously. What we watched Vampire Diaries, had popcorn. Maddie.
No more alcohol.
No more alcohol. So then I guess I told you that rest of the part.
So you're in your bed. You said so. We interrupted you. So you awakened at somewhere between 4 and 4:20 a.m.
Oh yeah. I have text that I texted Kaylee. So at So on my phone it says 5:22 because the time changed, but Moscow's an hour behind. So at 4:22 in Moscow, I guess would that change also my Snapchat video times?
Yes.
So then all of this would be an hour behind. That kind of messed everything up. Sorry, then I guess everything would be an hour behind.
But on your phone now, you're saying at 4:22 you texted Kaylee the first time.
But now since we're in Boise, it changed to 5:22. I don't really know why.
Because we're an hour ahead.
Yeah, an hour ahead, and I made sure because I sent a screenshot to my mom that had my time, and it showed my mom's time, and obviously switched over because of Boise time. Sorry, that really confused me.
What did you text her?
I said, Kaylee, what's going on? Please answer. So.
Why did you ask that?
So I'll start from there. 4 a.m., around 4 to 4:20. I don't know if I was still drunk. I probably was. I don't know for sure. I was really asleep. I woke up out of nowhere. I heard her playing music.
How do you know it was her? I guess I should ask that.
I don't really know for sure why I knew it was her, but I think it's because I heard her voice and she's probably singing. I knew for sure it was her when she walked upstairs and she said someone's here. That's how I knew for sure that it was Kaylee. So pretty much she walked up the stairs normal, wasn't weird or anything, and I was like, okay, and I can go back to bed.
So she shouted out to you, somebody's here?
Not to me. I don't know if she knew I was awake, but so she walked up the stairs with Murphy. I think she got to almost about the top of the stairs just by how many stomps there was. And she said someone was here frantically, but it wasn't a yell because I know for a fact it wasn't yell or shout because did not hear. And from what I heard, it's between talking and yelling. It wasn't yelling, but it was in between there. I believe I was also very drunk. I don't know how much of this is real. I don't know if my mind was doing whatever. I don't know any of it. Half of the stuff, I don't know if it's a dream or if it's real. I just have no clue. But in that moment of what I think I heard, was her saying, someone's here. Again, I think it was more between talking and yelling. I don't know for sure. From what I remember, I think she ran down the stairs pretty fast and then it just stopped. That's when I texted her, I believe, is I was kind of what in the world, what is this? Doesn't make sense, and I didn't think anything was wrong because nothing ever bad happens in Moscow, ever. So then...
Did Kaylee sound stressed?
Yes, kind of, I think. I don't know for sure.
What was Murphy doing? Was he barking?
I think he was barking again. I don't remember fully. I think he was barking.
Is Murphy a barker? Does Murphy bark at strangers?
We don't get a lot of strangers, so I don't know. I think so.
What would make Murphy bark? What normally, under normal circumstances, would make Murphy bark?
He just wasn't really much of a barker.
But you heard him barking, you think? Or
yeah, I think so, from what I think I heard.
Can I step back a second?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this because you've been consuming alcohol, but I have to ask you because you have gone.
So.
So you heard Murphy barking, but Murphy's barked before.
I mean, so when in the backyard there's dogs out there and he would bark at them. I don't think he ever really barked at people. Again, I don't remember fully. I'm just guessing off of what I think. But I do think I remember hearing barking when Kaylee said that, and I just something about her running down the stairs really fast because of how fast she was stomping.
You could hear that.
Yeah, from what I don't know if it's like real or if my mind's just like drunk and awake. I don't know really.
Well, that's important for us. So
yeah,
we can't tell you whether or not that was reality.
Yeah, I mean, I have no clue. I keep trying to remember, but I don't know what's real and what's not, pretty much from that night, and it's kind of frustrating not knowing at all. I don't remember who I called first. I don't remember when I called them. I mean, I guess I could look on Sunday from my phone.
Was this at the time you heard Kaylee running?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me look from Sunday.
What's Kaylee saying?
She just said someone's here and then nothing else, from what I remember.
But it sounded like you said you heard her say someone's here, then heard the frantic.
Yes, that's what I think I remember.
So
like she walked.
She was wearing shoes or not wearing shoes?
I think she was wearing, because all the girls like wear those Doc Martens, whatever. I think it was those. I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure it was shoes because of how loud it was. Again, I don't know for sure. From looking at my phone. Okay, so I called at 4:19 a.m., which I didn't know. I guess I called before I texted Kaylee. And I think that's when she said something about firecracker, which I thought she was saying that there, like someone threw fireworks in her house because she heard like I don't know what she heard, and something about like a light. I guess you talked to her. I don't fully know. I didn't understand it. I was out of it, obviously, probably still tipsy and just woke up. I thought she meant someone threw fireworks in her house, which didn't make any sense. So after that, I called Xana at 4:20 a.m. And then next, I called Kaylee as well as at 4:20 a.m.
And what, did you leave a message or anything?
No. And then I called again at 4:20. I don't really know why. Then I called Maddie at 4:21. Then Maddie at then Kaylee at 4:27.
So you never left your room?
So after I heard Kaylee say that, from what I can remember is I opened the door, and I do remember like looking up the stairs and then looking to the side, and I could kind of see the living room, but not fully. And I just remember like seeing nothing. So I slept the door and locked it because I was freaking out. Like I didn't know if there was a guy there. I don't know if anything was there or not. Like I don't know. I opened the door again. Again, I don't know if this was real or if my mind was just like playing with me. But from what I think I heard was someone was crying in the bathroom. And I think it was Kaylee. But I don't know. I couldn't tell. And I just...
Which bathroom?
The one me and Xana share on the second floor.
So the second time you opened your door?
Yes. And again, I don't know for sure if this was in the bathroom, just like what I think happened from what I think I heard and all that. And then from after like the crying, I think I heard someone, like this guy's voice I had never heard in my life, just saying like, no, like it's okay, I'm gonna help you. But it wasn't in this nice way, like it was a weird creepy way from what I think I remembered. And I'm pretty, again, I don't know anything for sure. I think I called out for Kaylee and Xana because it was the second floor, and I was just like, Kaylee, Xana. And so if someone was there, they would have heard me, and I don't know.
So when you heard his voice, where would he have been when you heard it?
I think the bathroom. I don't know for sure. It could have been. It just seemed too distant from the living room, so I just in my mind, like I think in my mind just suggested, okay, bathroom. That's what I think I hear. Like I think it's bathroom.
And what was it again? He said, I'm sorry.
He said, no. He said, it's okay. I'm gonna help you. I think that's what he said. Again, everything's kind of fuzzy still. I don't fully remember.
Was it directed at you?
No. I think what he was saying that to was whoever was crying in the bathroom. And I from what I think I remember, it was a male voice.
And what did you think? What were you thinking at this time?
I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just like, what in the world is going on? Like, who is that? Like, are they talking to the girl crying? Like, I don't...
And you thought the girl might be Kaylee?
Yeah. That's what I think I thought.
But you're only thinking that because of the position of the bathroom in their bedrooms, but you don't know that it's Kaylee.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's Kaylee. I have no clue at all. That's just what I'm thinking at that moment is like, I just thought it was Kaylee, but now I'm like, as that moment, what I thought was it was Kaylee. Now, after hearing more stuff and thinking more, it could have been Xana. But from that moment, I
Yes.
thought it was Kaylee.
It's more important. That's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
It's more important because I know you've talked to. It sounds like
Yeah.
from Dustin's interview.
Yeah.
Don't allow, if you can't, don't allow those,
Yeah.
that information to influence what you knew at the time that we're
Yeah.
asking you these things were happening, because we're trying to figure out who did this, and we can't have those influences drive our. We're trying to.
Yeah.
avoid this,
So, like,
drive
at
our
that
car.
moment,
You thought it was Kaylee.
I thought it was Kaylee. I totally thought it was Kaylee.
Had you ever heard that male voice before?
No. I've never heard that in my entire life. It was not Ethan's voice whatsoever. I know Ethan's voice, and it was not Ethan's voice at all.
And the tone of the voice, what did it sound like?
It was like almost like a sorry but like creepy tone. I don't really know how to explain a voice. I guess it's kind of hard to explain. But it wasn't like, it's okay, I'm gonna help you. It was like, no, like, it's okay, I'm gonna help you. Like, it wasn't like this frantic, like, I'm gonna help you. It was just like, it was just weird from what I remember.
Can we step back for a second?
Yeah.
I don't watch Vampire Diaries. It's not my genre. But I'm not saying I like scary movies. And I will tell you, I watch Halloween every year.
Yeah.
The same original. What was on the Vampire Diaries going on before you went to bed?
So Vampire Diaries is just about this girl and these two guys that are vampires that like fight between her. It's not, let's just be scary. It's just like, those kind of like rom-com, like fictional, like dystopian kind of movies. I don't remember what episode we were on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember I just remember watching Vampires. I don't remember what episode it was, what we saw. Like,
Do the vampires rescue girls?
kind of. I guess you're gonna have to like. I guess I would look it up to understand it more.
No, the only reason I'm asking is could that seed have been planted in your mind from a movie you had just been watching when
I
you
mean,
went to sleep?
I guess it could have. I mean, it is vampire. Like, I guess I don't know, but I mean, it's like vampires. One of the vampires is always dressed in like a black suit, black pants. So like that could have been. I don't know.
When you were jolted awake or when you became aware, is that normal for you? Do you wake up under those circumstances or do you wake up naturally?
Well, I have like a lot of times like my mom will come in, I like gasp because I get freaked out a lot, like really easily. But the fact that I jumped up so fast and locked my door like as fast as I did, not normal at all. I don't know, like something just came over me. It was like, get up, lock your door.
So something in your mind was processing, but
Yeah.
you don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was at all. I have no idea.
When that first happened, was Murphy barking?
I think so. I don't know for sure. I think I heard barking, but again, I don't know for sure. It could have been in my mind, just like, I don't know.
When you opened the door the first time to look up and down the hallway and up the stairs, was Murphy barking?
No. Well, I guess I shouldn't say no. I don't know for sure, but from what
Do you remember if Murphy was barking?
I don't think so. I think he was only barking when Kitty said something, and then I think he left the house. Like I like, you know when sounds get more distant and you can hear them getting more distance? That's what I thought I heard, and I think he went out of the house, like out the back door, which means that back door, I think it would have been open.
Is he a very skittish dog?
I mean, he's a puppy. I don't know if I would say skittish. I mean,
Is he easy to scare?
I don't think so. I don't really know for sure. I mean, I only like I met him in August, so I wouldn't like know a ton. I guess you could say. I mean, he's still like a
So
puppy
I
in
have
a
to
way.
go back because we recorded this.
Yeah.
When you say he left the house, you're talking about the dog. Not
The dog,
not
Murphy.
the subject that was in
From
the house.
what I thought and from how I could hear him barking, I thought he had left the house.
And was that the second time or first time? Because the
First
second
time.
time when you open your door,
The first time was when I thought. I guess when I opened the door, I think like I just looked around. I didn't hear any barking. Then I closed the door, and I think that's when I could tell Murphy was barking like out, like leaving. I guess I don't really understand it. My mind's like things are just almost like misplaced. I guess like
because you've been through a lot.
yeah,
a lot
it
of
just
trauma.
doesn't make sense. Like none of it makes sense at all. Like I feel like there's pieces missing that I don't understand why.
Could be the alcohol as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So after the crying and the guy's voice, I shut the door again. I locked it. I kept opening and locking it.
Did you continue to call?
I don't know. So like I can see I called Kaylee at 4:27 a.m. and then I called Xana at 4:28. So I don't know when those calls are between opening and locking the door from those 3 times, because I think I opened the door 3 times and then shut it 3 times. So I don't know when those calls are between. I thought maybe I called back the first or second time, but again, I don't know. It could have been before I even opened the door. I just don't know.
Were you processing any danger?
No, it was just like, I mean, obviously I was scared because I was like, why is there someone in the house? But like when I thought about it, I was just like, I mean, we have parties here a lot. People come in and out all the time. It's normal for people to come in like with other people. Like that's not weird. But I mean, I just didn't understand like what was going on. Like it didn't make sense to me at all. Like I never would have thought, oh, like intruder, murderer. Like that never crossed my mind once. That's what I don't understand.
So I want to tell you, from the first time I heard the story, the perspective I had, not your story, but hearing it from the detective sergeant, I thought, this is why it's important, that the offender was talking to you.
No.
That you're going to be okay.
No.
It was directed at the person crying in the bathroom.
Sorry if that got mixed up, but like...
No, you're not.
Yeah.
This is why it's important. Who do you think that person was talking to?
I think it was Kaylee, and I think the guy was talking to Kaylee in what I think was the bathroom.
That's important. But do you see my perspective?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Then that means he knows you, and he wants to protect you. And that would be important for his investigation.
That makes more sense. So obviously I locked the door that second time. I don't know who I called before, after, whatever.
It's on your phone though?
Yeah, it's on my phone. And
so did you ever call anyone outside the house?
No, it didn't even cross my mind. I was just calling my roommates. That's like my closest friends who I trust. I called Ethan at one point. I mean, let me go on Snapchat. I don't know if it's still there or not.
If it is, can you take a screenshot of it so we don't lose it? And nobody's answering the phone. What about?
She answered the phone.
And what did you say?
I don't remember what I called her. I don't know at all. And I have the text, but I just remember her saying something about fireworks. Firecracker. Fireworks. That's all I remember. I don't remember what I said to her. It just says Sunday. Ethan couldn't talk. I mean, do you want me to screenshot it still?
Yeah. Timeline.
There's no time. There's no time on it. I don't really know why.
Was that through Snapchat?
Yeah, that was through Snapchat because I have his number. But the reason I called Ethan is because like Ethan's the one that we trusted. It was like if Ethan's here, then we're safe. Because me and are always freaked out at that house. Like someone's gonna. I don't know. Me and are always kind of freaked out by that stuff, and we would hear Ethan and be like, "Okay, Ethan's here. Like we're safe. It doesn't matter. He's 6'3", big guy. Like we're safe." That's why I called him. But he obviously didn't answer, and I thought maybe he was still at or he was at home. I don't know.
Do you think that was somewhere between 4:20 and 4:27?
I have no clue. Okay. I don't have any memory, really. So obviously after I heard, what I think I heard was crying in the bathroom and that guy talking to Kaylee, I opened the door again, and Is
that the third time?
Yes, this is the third time. And I don't know how I knew it was someone, because from my mind, it's like I was once wearing these like blurry glasses. Like it's so fuzzy and cloudy, but it was like a figure of someone wearing all black, and it was like they had the ski mask that was covering their forehead and their chin and mouth. But I could see all I remember was seeing their eyebrows. And I don't remember what their eyes looked like, but I remember their eyebrows. I don't remember the color of the eyebrows were. I just remember like bushy eyebrows. That's all I could think about. And he was holding this item. I kept calling it a mini vacuum, which makes absolutely no sense. Why would he hold a mini vacuum? Like I just remember thinking that.
I mean, you think he was a male?
Yes, because of the voice I heard. I don't think it was female at all. And from what I remember, he was like, from looking at him, was like the figure of what I saw was about my height, maybe a few inches taller. That's how I knew. And when I got interviewed the first or second time, they're like, what was his shape? And I remember saying, like, from that moment of seeing him, I think he was like he wasn't like muscular, but he wasn't like super skinny. So it was like skinny toned, like that basketball kind of type, like the skinny but toned.
How tall?
I think around my height, maybe a few inches taller.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", so I think it could have been around 5'10" to 6 foot, somewhere around there.
Where is he at in the house when you first encounter him?
So my room, so it's like, say it's right here. There's this little wall right here that's like this. So this side, kitchen, other side's living room. I think he was walking past my door and like saw me. I mean, he had to know if it is like, if I did see this, if it's all is real and it's not like imagination dream, like if it is real, let's just like say that it is for somehow. He had to have heard me call for Kaylee and Xana when I heard Kaylee crying in the bathroom, from what I think I heard.
How many feet away is he from you?
I would say about 3 feet from what I remembered. Again, that could be off because I was obviously probably still a little bit drunk. I just woke up. I don't remember fully. But I remember, like, what I think I remember was, like, this item, and it was, like, what I explained was, like, it looked like this, like, cylinder little thing that was skinny like this, like, about this long, and then it went, like, a triangle almost at the end. And I remember one of the cops saying, like a bow or something. I can't remember something about that, and it was, like the bow and arrow kind of stuff.
Where was it at when he was holding it? Where was...
I don't know. It was. I think it was lower, or it could have been higher. But like.
But it's in his hands.
Yeah, but when I remembered it, it was like when I saw him, I thought firefighter. Like, because what said firecracker, so I was like, okay, firefighter. Like maybe he's like holding it to take out the fire. But when I thought about this, fire didn't even like occur to me like it's a bad thing. Like I never thought, oh, fire, we have to get out. That didn't occur to me at all. I just thought firefighter, like he's gonna help us. And it wasn't like oh, there's an intruder, like this is bad. Like it didn't ever occur to me, and I don't know why. And I know he looked at me because I could see his eyebrows. I think I just saw one eyebrow. I don't know why or how, but I just remember him like. What I think I saw was he was walking out, and he saw me, but just kept walking. Like he didn't stop. He didn't like say anything to me, and I just remember saying no, and I slammed the door and locked it. And that was like all I remember. And I don't know if he actually went out the back door. That's what I think happened.
So is that the sliding door?
That's that sliding door. I don't know for sure. That's just what I think I saw in my mind. I'll text.
What did you do? So maybe there's something on your phone that you did immediately afterwards in relation to what you saw.
I'm looking at text between me and real quick.
Did he not say anything to you?
From what I remember, nothing at all.
Do you know how far you opened the door?
I don't even remember the third time. I don't know if you could see my whole body. I don't know if you could just see my head. I don't remember at all. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the text between me and... I think it will help. Okay, so at 4:22, I said, no one's answering, I'm really confused. She goes, yeah, dude, what the fuck? Xana was wearing all black. I don't remember how all black came up, and I think I might have called her and said there's someone wearing, I don't know. Then at 5:23, I said I'm freaking out. It was like a ski mask almost.
5:23?
4:23, sorry, the time change. And she was like, shut the fuck up, like, actually. And I said, like, he had something over his head and mouth. I'm not kidding. I'm so freaked out. And you can tell I'm obviously freaked out and drunk because, like, the spelling is off. Like, I spelled something with a B and an F. And when I said and, I just put ND. And I spelled wrong. I spelled I wrong. And then I said, my phone is going to die, fuck. And then she said, come to my room, run down here. That was at 4:23. I said, I'm scared, with no A, a capital R. I'm going to guess you guys have these texts because it's on text message. And she said...
Did you feel safe to leave your room?
I don't know, but I did. I don't know why I did. Like, it just didn't occur to me that anything was wrong. But obviously, yeah, I was...
Bethany's downstairs?
Downstairs, so one floor down. She goes, at 4:25, she goes, yeah, I know, but it's better than being alone. So I opened the door for a second, and I just sprinted. And I don't know why. I feel like it was stupid of me to open the door. Like, I don't know why I did that, but I didn't see anyone. I mean, I was scared, but I wasn't like, it wasn't like anything was wrong. I was just like freaked out that someone was in the house, but it wasn't like, oh, this is bad. Like, you know, like I just didn't think about that. And I literally told her, I don't know if this is real or not. Like, I don't know if my mind's playing with me. I don't know if this is like a dream of some sort. So from what I remember is this is now the fourth time opening the door. I go outside, I sprint as I think I sprinted again. It could have been just like running, and I think I'm sprinting. I don't know. I see Xana in a room, and she's like on the floor, and I'm like, okay, she's just like drunk and passed out like that. Maybe she just drank way too much tonight. She'll be fine in the morning. Like, she's with Ethan, from what I thought. I didn't see Ethan. I just saw the door open. From what I remember, I think this is what happened. I remember her just on the floor, and I don't think she had any pants on except for underwear. And I was like, oh, like that was normal for her to like just wear underwear around the house because we were all so comfortable with each other. Like, that was not weird at all. So I thought nothing of it. I was just like, okay, it's fine. And I was almost too scared to go look into her room because I was like, I don't know if there's a guy here or not. I don't know if someone's here or not. Like, I have no clue. I don't know if, like, my mind's freaking out or not. All I knew was that I was awake. She had been calling me. I needed to go down to her because we could be together.
But you saw Xana on your way by.
Yeah. So when you go, from my room to get to the room, you have to go past the living room. To pass the living room, you look like, so here's my room. I'm coming out this way. I walk down into the living room. I look to my left. That is where Xana's room is. Like, down this little hallway.
Was lights on or anything?
There were lights on. I think so. I don't know for sure again, but I think so because I was able to see her.
In her room, the lights are on?
Yeah, and I don't know if the bathroom lights are on. I can't remember. I think they were, but again, I don't know. Like, everything's kind of wish-washy. I can't remember.
Is Xana saying anything?
No, I thought she was just passed out on the floor. Like, I thought she was just taking a nap. Like, it happens. Like, you get too drunk, you just, like the floor feels fun. Like, sometimes when we're all kind of drunk, we're just like, okay, I just want to fall asleep on the floor. Like, it just feels fine, you know?
At no point after you encountered the man, did you think that there's something about Xana that isn't normal? You never thought that?
Yeah, I never thought anything was wrong. Like, I thought she had just, like, fallen asleep. I never thought she drank, like, she was unconscious. I didn't even think that at all. I didn't think anything was wrong at all. So then I stopped for a second, look at her, like, okay, she's fine. Like, she's just asleep. Like,
is her bedroom light on?
I think so. Again, I don't know for sure. Everything's...
How far is Xana from you when you first see her? What's the distance?
I guess if, like, I'm right here, it's, like, behind that window from where I am. Like, it's pretty long hallway, I would say.
Is her bedroom at the end of the hallway?
Yes, the very end of the hallway, and, like, I couldn't see much. I guess, like, I could just see her. I could see the top of her head, because obviously her head is a lot higher than everything else, and I could see her legs a little bit, and that was it. I didn't see anything else. I didn't see anything wrong. Like, it just looked like a room. Like, yeah, she was drunk, probably messed it up a little bit. It didn't look, from what I think I saw, it didn't look super messy at all. Like, it just looked like there was a few clothes. You know, that's normal for all college girls. Like, it's normal.
So this distance you're talking about, would you have been able to see her if the lights were out?
Probably not.
So some light had to have been on.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you guys have night lights in your
no,
house?
I don't. I
so
mean,
nothing
I
lighting
don't.
the wall?
I mean, we have this. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because we have, like, little twinkle lights that go around, like...
Decorative?
Yeah, so I guess that could have been it. Maybe there was just decorative lights, and that's how I saw Xana. I don't know. And we have this little Scentsy thing. I don't know if it's on. We're pretty good at turning it on and off, so it's not, like, going on through all night, but it does have a light. I don't know if that was on.
Where's the Scentsy light on normally? Where's it located? I'm sorry.
So, from my room, you first walk into the living room. There's, like... So, let's say this is the door to the living room. Right to your left is this bar cart with, like, some alcohol and, like, some decorative stuff. Right to your right, there's this little table that has drawers, and that's where the little Scentsy thing is. And then the couch.
Would you have been able to see Xana with that light from the living room all the way
I
down
don't
the
think
hallway?
so. I don't think so.
This is important because in our world, for an offender to leave lights on a house, you increase the risk of identification. They would rather the lights not be on. So it's important that we get this straight.
I mean, I think Xana's lights were on.
There's no way you could have seen her otherwise, though, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to plant a seed in your
Yeah,
head.
I know.
But think about where you're at when you see her. If all the lights are off, you wouldn't have been able to see her normally?
Well, I mean, we have so many twinkle lights, so I might be able to. I have no clue. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't remember.
No, that's again. I'm not suggesting you should tell me something you do not know.
Yeah, I don't know if her lights were on or not. I have no clue at all.
But you could see her.
I could see her. I know that I could see her.
And which way is she facing? Which way is her head facing?
So, like, let's say, like, that couch is the back of her wall. That's where her head is, and her legs are towards, like, forward towards me.
And then what is she wearing?
I don't know what her shirt is. I can just see her wearing underwear, and that was normal. Like, she was really comfortable with us. She would wear just underwear around the house, and that was fine.
Did you call out her name?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I did. I thought she maybe was just asleep, so I didn't want to wake her up. And then I, like, ran down to bed. She could hear me walking down, so she opened up the door, so I didn't have to wait for her to unlock it. And I just locked the door. And I was like, I don't remember what we talked about at all. I don't know if she does. I have no clue what we talked about. I just remember us being scared a little bit, but, like, we didn't think anything was wrong at all. We thought, okay, maybe someone's just passing through. Like, maybe we just, like, the house would make a lot of noises too, because I think it is an older house. And it's like I'd be at night and hearing just like, you know, like the cracking noises when houses make when they're older.
Settling.
Yeah, that would happen quite often. And so we were kind of used to that, and we just didn't know. And she just said something about a light in her room, like a firecracker or a firework. I don't fully remember, and it just was kind of weird. I was like, what? I don't remember if I talked to her about the guy. I don't remember if I talked to her about what I saw or what I heard. I have no clue. I just remember, like, we fell asleep pretty fast in our bed. We didn't think anything was wrong at all.
And what, I have to ask you, you were running at first, and at what point did you stop running and she heard you walk to her room? You said at first you were running, and you must have felt comfortable at some point.
Well, I guess I was running. So, when I got out, I stopped and looked at Xana for a second. This is what I think happened. Then I ran down the stairs. I kept running. I don't think I was walking at all. I think I kept running until I got to her door.
So it's important that it's not what you think, it's what you know.
I don't know any of this. Okay. I don't know at all. This is all from what I think happened, because I don't know what is real and I'm just like, my mind's making up. So I don't know at all.
So of the things we've been writing, are most of it what you believe and you remember happened, or you're thinking what happened?
This is all what I remember, but I don't know if anything of it is real. I don't know. I can't differentiate if anything is real or if anything is a dream. Or if it's just like imagination. I have no clue, and I've been trying to figure out like the past 2 days, like what is real. I don't know at all. That's what it's just like. It's frustrating because I'm just like, I want to know, and I keep thinking about it, but I can't tell the difference anymore. Like, I don't know it's just all like mixing together, and there's pieces that just don't make sense. Everything of it just doesn't make sense. So none of this I can say I know for sure. None of it I can say I know for a fact that happened, because I don't.
But you know some things that are factual because you have a timestamp on your phone.
Yes, the stuff on my phone, that is factual. Everything else, no.
But you remember watching the movies, eating
I remember
popcorn,
before everything, like from when me, Kaylee, Maddie, and Ben were in Kaylee's room, all of that beforehand, I remember that. Because I remember exactly that, like, all of that I remember. Again, like, I don't remember what episode of the Vampire Diaries we were watching, but I know it was Vampire Diaries because I remember putting it on.
You don't remember got home? You don't remember the time?
I don't remember. I think I went to bed before. I think I went to my room before she left. That I have no clue about. I don't know when she left. I don't know where she went. I don't know. I think someone told me that she walked home. I don't know exactly who. I don't know when went to her room. I don't know if she sat on the couch. I have no clue at all. That stuff I don't know about because I think I was in my room before that.
Do you think that you opening the door three times is part of what you're trying to piece together, or it actually happened?
I think it's what I'm trying to piece together. I don't know for sure if it fully happened. Like, it's just like I don't know if my mind's like making up stuff like at that moment when everything was happening. I don't know if my mind was trying to make stuff up so that I can remember it. Like, I just don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know how to fully explain it, I guess.
Well, what's important for the detective sergeant and myself is that you're not telling us something that's not true.
Yeah, I know.
That's the most important thing here. The fact you can't remember, I understand that you're traumatized, but that you're not intentionally telling us
I know.
things. Okay,
but this is like, this is all stuff that this is what I remember from that night. Again, it's something I don't know if it was real or what happened, but this is what I remembered. Some of it could be real, some of it could be not, I don't know. This is what I think I remembered.
So watching you, and I've done hundreds of interviews, and so as the detective sergeant, I believe you're recalling some things from memory. The dog barking isn't something you can make up. It's not something you felt. Either the dog was barking or the dog was not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the things we hear is different than the things we think we saw.
Yeah.
What we hear is something awakened you. Some noise, and then you heard crying.
Yeah.
That you heard that.
Yes.
You're not filling something in. Something brought you out of sleep.
Yeah.
And it's probably what you're suggesting is that you heard somebody crying. You don't know if it was Kaylee. We're not certain because you don't know that, right?
Yeah.
You know somebody was crying. Was it a woman?
Yeah, it was a woman. I know that.
And were they saying anything?
No, they were just crying.
Was it unusual for your roommates to cry?
I mean, I feel like all of us, like, I wouldn't cry in front of my friends. I'd cry in my room. I wouldn't really cry in front of my roommates. Like, we were comfortable enough, but if there's like my own situation going on, I wouldn't. I guess I don't know.
What did the crying sound like?
Just like.
Do you ever cry when you're frustrated?
Yeah.
Do you ever cry when you're hurt?
Yes.
You ever cry when you're scared?
Yeah, and I don't know which one it was. I don't know at all.
You just heard crying.
I just heard crying. I can't process what kind of crying it was.
So I have learned through interviews, and the detective sergeant knows this, and so does. What you hear is not necessarily distorted, but what we see can be from trauma, right? But what we hear is distinct, right?
Yeah.
What I heard, what I smell, that's unique. So what you heard is as important as what you saw to me.
Yeah.
We always ask this, did you smell anything
No.
unusual?
Didn't smell anything.
Cologne, anything like
Nothing.
that? Perfume?
Nothing.
What you thought you saw when you saw the figure in the hallway,
Yeah.
3 feet from you, you thought it was a male.
Yes.
And you thought he was holding something, but at the time, your view of it was it could have been a vacuum cleaner.
A mini vacuum. Yeah.
And what was around the person's waist?
I don't know. I don't think I looked at that. I just remember all black clothes.
Oh, I thought you said you saw a triangle. What was in the
No, that was from what he was holding.
Okay. So can you describe that again for me?
It was like cylinder like this, I guess like about that long, and then it went out and in like a triangle.
And how was it? How was the person holding it?
I don't know. I have no clue. I can't remember that. I just remember seeing it, and I don't remember if he had one hand on it, 2 hands. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't remember how he was holding it exactly.
Were there lights on in the hallway?
I don't know. I can't remember at all.
Okay, let's go back a second. Would there normally be lights on in the hallway? Do you leave the lights on for your roommates if they decide to stay out late out of consideration since they are your roommates? Do you leave any hallway lights on or anything?
I mean, for me, I like to leave a hallway light out there because it just makes me feel better. But I don't know if I did. I don't know if anyone else did. That's something I don't know.
Because you went to bed ahead of the other people.
Yeah,
in the house.
I don't know.
Would it be unusual for you guys to leave your lights on?
No, that would not be unusual at all. I mean, Xana and Ethan like to turn them off, but like sometimes I would leave them on. We would go down and get food, and in the middle of the night leave the lights on. Like that was normal.
When I didn't ask this before. When was the last time you saw Xana?
At 4. So that was when Ethan was trying to call his sister, wasn't answering. Xana was with I guess I have oh, that was not the same video. That like Xana was with him. And I just said, like, I don't know if I told him where I was going. I don't know if I told him when I was leaving. I just knew I was told at least yesterday if they wanted to go.
And that, I think you left there at 2 in the morning?
No, that was before then.
What time? Can you give me a time frame?
I'm trying to figure that out.
And she was with Ethan?
Yes. So I know for sure from this video I was at 12:49. The last video I have is of Xana holding a White Claw at 11:04. So in between that time, I'm gonna guess more towards the 12 side is when I went to.
So you have a video or a picture of Xana at 11:04
Yes.
p.m.
Yes,
with
I
a
do.
White Claw,
Yes,
and then you're at 12:49.
for sure. Yes, I have a video of that. I could have been there before then. I don't know. But this is what proof I do have.
And that's what you've been using to piece some of this together.
Yes. I mean, I didn't fully look at my phone and stuff until my mom was like kind of asking me about that, and that's how I've been like trying to understand time zones. Timelines, I guess.
Can I ask? It's not a judgment question.
Yeah.
Did Xana and Ethan ever stay at Ethan's house?
No, I don't really know why. I think Ethan. I don't know why Ethan always just liked to be at our house with Xana.
Does he have roommates? Does he have roommates?
I don't know. All I know was that because of his grades, he wasn't allowed to live at the so he had to get an apartment. I've never been to his apartment. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if Xana's ever been there. We just never asked about it. We didn't even care. We liked having him there, so it was never a question to us.
Yeah, it's not a judgment.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, did Xana ever go to Ethan's house?
I don't think so. I think not every single night she was at our house.
So this is an odd question. You just brought up something. He couldn't stay with his fraternity because of his grades, but we're not even through the semester yet.
So last semester, that's how they depend everything. So let's say you get below that what you're supposed to get semester ago. That means That's like at the end of last year, yes? That means for this semester, those are the rules you have to follow. Then if this semester you get better grades, then the next semester you'll be fine.
So he had to come into this semester in an apartment.
Yes.
It's not like he was there and they kicked him out.
No.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up, because maybe we can come back and talk some more. I know that Detective Sergeant Blaker has questions. I have some more questions, but don't let that wait. I can see the weight of like, I wish I could give them more.
Yeah.
What you're giving is important.
Yeah.
So when you went to bed, who was still in the house? When you went to bed at 3 o'clock, 3:10, but at 3:11, who was still in the house?
From what I know of Kaylee and Maddie coming home, those two.
Just Kaylee and Maddie? And
but
like,
I know Xana was home from what I saw. I don't know if Ethan was with her. I did not see Ethan. He could have been home with her. He could have not been. I don't know.
But when you went to bed, you said still in the house.
No. That was. Are you talking about the first time I went to bed? Like early before all this happened?
Oh, I see, yes, because they came home from the grub hut.
After left, yeah.
And you don't, how about was with you?
Yes, I know was home with me because I went, after everything of all this, I went to bed with her in her bed.
At what time?
I don't know. I have no clue. Somewhere after, I would say 4:30-ish. I don't know how long all this happened. I tried to remember and I tried to give a time frame, but in reality, I don't know at all.
So at some point, we always ask this, at some point, you weren't perceiving a threat?
I never perceived a threat ever.
Even with the guy in the hallway?
I mean, yeah, it freaked me out, but it wasn't like... In Moscow, like in a tiny town, you never have to worry about that. It's never like, oh, this is bad. Like, it just isn't. I never thought about, like, robbery never crossed my mind. Something happened to my friends, never ever crossed my mind. Oh, like, it just was like people come in and out of our house. Like, that's how it is in Moscow when you live out of house. Like, people come in and out all the time. Like, because you know them. You know everyone in Moscow. It's so tiny. Like, it's not weird.
So did you know this person maybe?
I don't remember. I don't remember what his face looked like. All I remember is I don't, like, just, like, thinking of, like, the covering of the forehead and the mouth. That's all I remember. And the eyebrows. And
what was covering it?
I don't know. At the time, the way, from what I texted, it was a weird looking ski mask. It wasn't like the regular ski mask with, like, eyes in, you know, because I saw his eyebrows. And I think I saw his nose and, like, this part of his face, but I don't know.
Do you know what a balaclava is?
No.
If I showed you a picture of, I don't have my phone view, a balaclava, could you tell me if it looked like that?
Maybe, I think.
So it's something that we use. We use it in cold weather gear, and sometimes we use it on raids when we go in. When we don't, like, if we're working narcotics, we don't want offenders to know who we are, so they can't come after us and our families. So we wear these things called balaclavas, which are issued. Anyone can buy them. It's not unique to law enforcement. It's not unique to any other population. But we buy them so we can conceal our identity when we go and do raids, so suspects can't figure out who we are.
Yeah.
To keep ourselves and our families safe. If we showed you a picture of a balaclava, could you say if this is what it looked more like?
I think so.
He never said anything directed at you, the person that you saw in the hallway.
Never.
Was there movement going on? Thank you.
That could have been. I think that could have been it.
Okay, possibly.
Yeah.
Was you couldn't see his mouth?
No, and I don't remember if I saw his nose, but I know I saw eyebrows, and I don't remember what his eyes looked like. I just remember seeing the eyebrows, but I mean, that could be it. I mean, that would make sense why the forehead was covered and this part of his face was covered.
And so, I don't know this. Detective Blaker knows a lot more than I do, and I probably know some things too, but have there been any issues leading up to Sunday with anyone that you can think of that would have done this to you, your roommates?
So obviously the cops will just tell us anything weird. About a month ago, Kaylee was taking Murphy out, and she just saw like this figure like watching her, and it freaked us out for like a day or two. Then we forgot about it. You know, like it wasn't a big deal. Like people live up like, I guess you maybe have seen my house. When you go out in the backyard, there's like that hill of all those brushes, and there's like houses up there. It could have just been like someone walking outside their house. I don't know. But like obviously it freaked us out for a second because we're in all house girl. That's why we loved having Ethan, because it's like, we always were like, no one's going to come to our house if Ethan's here. Like, we would always talk about that. Like, we feel so safe when Ethan's here, because it's like 6'3" guy. He's pretty big. Like, it's, you know, like, you wouldn't really come to a house when there's a 6'3" guy here. And then another time, I also told the cops this. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. Kaylee had told us she went to Winco. I don't know what she was buying. Xana was in the car. Xana waited in the car for her. Kaylee is very good at being aware of her surroundings. She's always been like that. And she noticed this guy was like following her. And I think what she said that was, no, like this guy didn't have any stuff. It was just kept following her, like wasn't checking anything out. This guy kept following her. And she noticed as she got to the register, this guy was like still following her. So she rushed out of Winco into her car and got in the car, threw the stuff on Xana, locked the doors. She could see out of her side mirrored camera that the guy was right behind her in the car. And then she went home. Nothing, like, it kind of freaked us out for a second. She was like, just be like careful when you go to the stores. And like,
how many weeks?
Probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. When we've been hearing like stuff on TikTok of like stuff happening at Target and Walmart, just people like, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about sex traffickers at stores, and it's like we worried about it. We were just like, okay, like we'll just always go together, but it wasn't like a big deal, I guess, because I don't know, you just don't want to think about that. Whenever anything happens, you never think it's going to be you, pretty much. Like, you just don't think about that. And then
let's step back a second, though. The guy at the store, is he in his car when he's close to their car, or he's actually physically following her?
Physically
to the
following,
car?
yes.
Does he say anything to her? Did she say? If
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't remember her saying anything about that.
And that was at Winco, not Walmart?
Winco. And she never she was a little freaked out about it, but she wasn't like, let's call the cops right now, like, all this, you know, like, it wasn't like a big deal, really. And there was another time, like, obviously our front door, it's fixed, I don't know how well it's fixed, but, our door was broken for a little bit, where, like, you would have to shove it to close it, and, like, I talked to some girls last year, and they'd be like, yeah, we would leave our doors so broken, we had to leave it wide open, like, it would just be wide open. But I couldn't handle that, so I would like just shove it in there. But pretty much me, Maddie, and Beth, we left the house to go to Starbucks, and we came back.
When was this?
I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 to 3 weeks before the event?
Like, as of right now, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe more, maybe a little bit less.
You went to Starbucks over by them all?
Yeah, that one. And we come back home and the door's wide open. So we call Ethan. We're like, Ethan, are you home? He goes, no. And we tell him what's going on. He just laughs. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you guys are fine. So we walk in and our washer's going. And that was normal. Like, we were all washing clothes. And it made a sound. We all screamed because we were freaked out. And we go into the spare bedroom on the right. And we just grabbed Ethan's golf clubs. And, like, we were kind of joking around. But we were also kind of scared. Like, it was like, oh, like, no one's going to actually be here. Like, nothing ever happens, but we were also, like, kind of, like, it's kind of creepy, you know?
So the door was closed when you left, though?
We don't know. We don't know if we closed it. We have no clue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the door was broken, so we don't know if it was, like, that was when it snowed, so maybe, like, the wind busted open, or, like, we just didn't know. So we got, like, Ethan's golf clubs. We went through the whole entire house. No one's home. So we're like, okay, like, we were just being stupid. Like, stop. Like, we need to stop freaking out, you know? Like, just calm down. And those are the only, like, 3 weird things, I would say.
Did you guys ever call the police?
No. Because
it
was
on
just...
the Winco?
No, like, it was just, like, you don't want to be that person that calls and it's, like, nothing, you know? Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Nor was the door thing. Like, no one was in the house. We're like, okay, like, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Did any of your roommates ever say to you that they have been freaked out by somebody recently? That in any interactions, they worked, I saw 2 of them worked at the Greek, Mad Greek.
They never had anything weird. Never. And, like, we would always talk about stuff. We never had anything weird. Remember one night, this was pretty recently, she heard someone scream. So she had one of our friends who lives at Identity pick her up and she stayed the night there. But none of us, the rest of us, heard that. So we're like, okay, like, that didn't freak us out. We were just like, okay, whatever. Like, because
only one of the 6 of you heard it.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, we have so many people, like, we have a lot of neighbors around us, like, again, like, Moscow's small. Like, I have friends that go to Seattle and Chicago, they have some weird shit happen, but it wouldn't happen in Moscow, you know? Like, you never expect that. And nothing bad's happened here in a long, long time. So you just didn't think about it really. I mean, like, yeah, I would get freaked out at night just because that's how I am. I always get freaked out at night, just like worrying that someone's there, but there never was.
So I have to ask you a question, and it's not a judgment, so I don't want you thinking, I believe what you're telling me, but you're not telling Detective Sergeant Blaker and I anything that will prevent us from solving this. You're not trying to fill in pieces because I'm not saying maliciously to prevent us or to assist us, because that won't help us. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah, I understand.
And it's not a judgment.
Yeah.
I just we don't want to follow this path and spend time and find out that this is really, you're not absolutely certain. But there are some things, I think the things that you heard, I think the crying and the voice, I don't think that you could you could create that in your mind. Those are things we hear, that something brought you out of your sleep. Yeah. You didn't sleep through this whole thing, and at 11 o'clock.
No, I can tell I was awake because I was calling and texting people, and I remember texting.
That's your evidence that you were up. And you were moving around. Yeah, and I, like, from the things I saw, it's like what I think I remember, but again, like, I don't know how real it is. Like, I don't know if my mind made it up or if I did, or like if it was actually, like, real or something. Like, not I did, but like saying if my mind made it up or if it was real. So the voice you heard, you believe you heard a male
I believe I did hear that. And I believe I did hear someone crying. Kaylee, I guess I should have, what I believed at that moment, I heard Kaylee crying.
And you believed you heard a male voice saying?
I believed I heard a male voice saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you."
And it wasn't directed at you?
I knew it was not directed at me because I was more distant. And I could tell it was not towards me at all.
So this is a question I have to ask.
Yeah.
If he saw you, why do you believe you were spared?
I don't know. I've been asking that, like, nonstop. It kind of freaks me out because I'm just like, I don't really understand why I was spared. Like, I'm a girl. I am 5'10". I'm not that insanely strong. A guy is a lot stronger than I am. If he wanted to hurt me, he would have. That's what I don't understand. And I've just been, like, wondering, like, did he know me? Did he not know me? Like, was it because he didn't know me and didn't want, like, and felt bad? Or was it because he didn't know me and knew I wouldn't recognize him? Like, what was it? That's why... It's just like, that's why I want to, it's like, if we do find this guy, that's like one of the first things I want to know is like, why did you not, he never ever tried to open my door. That's what I know. I know nothing, like, no one tried to open my door. Like, he could have stabbed, from what we know now was a knife. He could have stabbed the knife through my door, tried to open my door, anything. You probably could have kicked down that door if you wanted to, but he never did.
So I do know this, and so does the detective sergeant. He passed by occupied rooms that posed a risk that he would be apprehended if you heard him. So the question is, he passed by occupied rooms to go to other occupied rooms. Yeah. He had to go by your room to get to the other two rooms.
Unless he got... I remember Katie was kind of worried about someone climbing that balcony up there. I don't know if someone could climb it, but I feel like if someone really, really wanted to, they could. I don't know how.
Was there snow there, though? There was snow, correct?
I think so. I don't remember if it was snowing that night.
I think they would have found shoe impressions, but... I'm not planting a seed to make you scared that you'll never sleep again. That is not my goal.
Yeah, I know.
But we're trying to figure out, is it somebody you knew that knew that was your room and bypassed the room because they weren't intent on harming you?
That's what doesn't make sense is, like, they had to have known our layout to want to go past my room, to not go to Kaylee.
Occupied room.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't, from what I remember, I don't think I locked my door that night. I don't think I did. And that's what weirds me out is, like, if I didn't, how did he go past my room, not even care that I was in my room? Like, he probably knew all of us were at home that night. And it's just like, I feel like it is someone that we know, and I feel like it's someone that had probably been in our house either last year when girls used to live there, or this year somehow. I don't know. It just is weird to me that when me and Ben were talking about it, like, he had to have known the layout of the house. He never went to the room. What if Kaylee was living down there? He wouldn't have known. Unless he knew us and knew the house. That doesn't make sense.
Well, in our world, to pass an occupied room,
to really go
to unoccupied rooms becomes concerning if the direction comes from the door he enters. Has to make him walk by your room.
Like, my door is almost right in front of the view when you walk in that sliding door. That's the first room you see. He didn't go to my room.
That's why we wondered if you know him.
That's what that's what it has to be. Like, he had to have known who lived in what room. Like, where everyone was.
Of who that could be?
No, there's no one, like, every person that, like, knew Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, and Maddie loved them. They never had any grudges. Like, everyone loved them. It was never, like, I never heard anyone say, oh, I hate them, I hate this, they did that. They never had any bad things said to them ever.
That they told you?
Yeah, that they told me, or like what I heard. I mean, like in Moscow, once a rumor starts, doesn't go away. Everyone hears about it. Like it's just such a small town that, for a college town, I guess I would say, everyone knows everything. So like if someone hated this person, you would know. And I never knew.
Did they ever say they had an issue with a patron at the Mad Creek?
Never.
What about an ex-boyfriend or anything like that?
No, I know Kaylee and broke up, but I talked to Kaylee about that, and she was like, yeah, we mutually decided to do this. We're still friends. We still talk. We're still on good terms. We share Murphy. Like, we're good. And
like they co-parent Murphy?
Yes, like that. And I trusted, and I mean, I didn't know him as well as I guess I didn't know him as well as I knew Ethan, but I trusted him. He was a super nice guy. Never, ever, ever had I heard him be rude to Kaylee once in my life. Never heard anything. And from talking to, because we all would talk about relationships and stuff, like I never heard Kaylee say, yeah, he did this to me, he did that. Like nothing ever concerning ever came up. I think it was just like they had been dating for such a long time, it was time to like roll its course. That's what she said. It was like, it's time to roll its course. Like we mutually decided it's time.
How long did you date him for?
I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. I mean, you could probably figure it out from social media. Or talking to her mom. I don't know.
Or Jack as well.
Yeah, Jack as well.
So she told you that Jack handled it well. Did you see that Jack handled it well?
Yeah. He came up, like he would come over and talk with Kaylee and play with Murphy, and it was never weird ever.
Was she dating anyone else or seeing anyone?
She started talking to me, and I believe Jack knew, and it wasn't like a big deal at all. I mean, the whole on the video on Twitch of the Grub Chuck and Jack, is that's kind of what made us interested in that, because I guess you know that Jack had anger issues. He was a hunter. He had multiple hunting weapons. I mean, I'm not saying it's him because I can't see that. Like that could ruin his life and he could not be it, you know. But from what I know, I don't know if you know this yet, but my friend who was back from the Xana, we went to like a balloon ceremony for all of them. And I was talking about, she said, yeah, one time, like, he just, like, I guess I can both tell you that he, like, need one of their best friends in the stomach and, like, just pretty much beat her up for some reason, which I don't know why you would beat up a girl. Doesn't make sense. But he was kicked out of jail for anger issues. He didn't have any connection to the except for me, which Kaylee was talking to, which is just a weird coincidence. Like, it could have just been coincidence. We don't know. I mean, it's just, like, that's the only thing we can think of, and I don't know. It's just weird.
Who did he punch in the stomach?
I don't know her last name, but I know her really well.
Did she call the police on that or make a report?
No, I mean, I don't think she did.
What was the issue with her?
Oh, I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, you could probably try and talk to her about that. She would probably know. She knows more than I do. I mean, this part of is all hearsay. Like, it's not what I know. It's what other people know that have told me.
That's important.
Yeah.
What is her name?
I have to look up her last name.
Please.
I believe.
What?
Let me look at her Instagram real quick.
Please.
Sorry. Well, hold on. I currently don't have my Instagram, so I had to deactivate it.
No, that's okay. We can figure it out. We
Okay.
have access to the school records as well.
Yeah,
She's
that would
doing
probably
there
be-
as well.
Well, she used to be, but now she's at maybe, I think, yeah.
Was that a recent event?
Yeah, she decided to switch from, like, last year she finished out UVI and then switched to CWI, like, as of this semester, I believe.
So who told you the story about punching in the stomach?
It was,
Okay.
and then I talked to about that earlier today, and she explained that a little bit more. So they both know about that. And which I think you wrote down her last name.
Yes, how to spell it. So most of the students have left up there. Do you happen to have any phone numbers for any of these people?
Huh?
Do you happen to have phone numbers for any of these young women?
I have a phone number, but I think you guys have her phone number as well, because she was at the station with us.
She was at the PD with us?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Sorry, my dad keeps calling me. I'm just going to text him back real quick.
This is your stepdad? Are they out there
Stepdad,
freezing?
that's my stepdad out there, my actual dad.
Are you freezing them out?
No, we have a casita back there that has heating.
Oh, good.
I'll
I
just
was
text
worried.
them
I was thinking they're going outside and we're going to keep them there 2 hours. And it's like 20 degrees.
They've been working.
Sorry, I'll just text them. I'm still talking.
So I always ask this because I don't know everything. Neither does Detective Sergeant Blaker. We don't know everything about what you know. Is there something we haven't asked of you that is important for us to know? That you think, why didn't they ask me? And so we're going to ask you, is there something that we haven't covered that you think is important for us to figure out what happened here?
Nothing right now. I mean, the only weird thing that we had was that no one took our DNA at the station, which I know you guys are doing now, which I'm totally free to give up. But the one thing is about the DNA stuff is Friday night we did have a party, and you have most of those people, but like there's going to be a lot of DNA, and we had parties about every single weekend. That was normal. We did deep cleans, but like I don't know if you can take away every single DNA just from a deep clean. I don't think you can. So it's just like I hope you find something, but it may be really hard because we have people over all the time.
Yeah,
When
we
did you
understand
do
that.
the deep clean?
When was? Do you know when Parents Weekend was?
Yes, it was the weekend party.
So that we did the deep clean either Wednesday or Thursday. I think we did both days. I'm pretty sure.
Well, what's important is there is evidence in this scene that the offender left, and that's what we're going to focus on.
There is.
So that's important for you to know. It's going to give you some help.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's important. I'm glad what you're volunteering, that you're willing
Yeah,
to...
I mean, I like when they asked my phone, I was like, I don't care what you find. I don't give two shits. Like, I just want you to find this guy. That's all I care about.
Is there anything you want to ask of us?
I don't know if you can tell me, but is there any people of interest, anything?
Well, some of the ones that he's been provided before, we're doing the follow-up. Those are the first ones we're doing follow-up
So
on.
there are like people of interest.
Yes,
Oh,
but not suspects.
Not suspects,
So
people
we
of
want,
interest.
what's important is we're like you.
Yeah.
We don't want to ruin somebody's reputation
That makes
if they
sense.
have no involvement whatsoever.
That's what my mom was telling me. Is like they're not gonna like in the press conference. They can't say anything if there are people of interest because that would just like let's say it isn't that would ruin his whole entire life, you know. So I understand that part. Like you can't say someone's a
You're
suspect.
important though. I mean, we're not trying to put extra pressure on you, but
Yeah.
you're important because maybe you did see. You're the only eyewitness that put somebody
Yeah.
in that house.
Yeah.
That's why it's important if you can sort through it with who's your may I ask.
Oh, what's wrong?
I mean, they're qualified. They did this. I don't make light of this because
Yeah.
I work with victims all the time with trauma. Right? They didn't just start their practice yesterday. This is somebody established.
Yeah. It's in a it's. I can't remember her name. Oh, what's her name?
And she's been doing it a while.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while.
So can you keep working with?
Yeah, I'm going to. I met with her yesterday. Really liked her. She's really calming, and I feel good with her.
And the good thing is, I've worked with victims for 42 years. The further away you get from it, you're going to start piecing things together. The trauma is just too raw and too real right now.
Yeah.
And you've lost your friends.
Yeah.
That's compounding. These are people you were connected to.
Yeah.
And you cared about. In time, things will start to fall into place. And for your own peace of mind, I want that to happen for you.
Yeah.
I'm not selfish. Yes, it is somewhat about the case, but it's also important that at some point in your life, you get to move on beyond this trauma.
Yeah. So let's say like somehow I piece something together. Should I call you and be like, hey, like I remember
or
something
you can
like
call me, I have a business
but
card.
what if it's something like I don't but all this is like I don't know for sure. Even if I don't know for sure, but I think this is piecing my memory,
It's
should I
called a
still
lead, yes.
Okay.
Because what if it is real?
Yeah.
And we don't know about it if
I
you
mean,
don't
that's the
call.
main thing is, like, I wish I could understand if anything of this was real. But seeing that guy again, like, it was just, like, cloudy. Like, what if he wasn't even there? But, like, after everything that's happened, like, I think he was there. But it's, like, how much do I actually know is real? How much do I think is, like, made up in my mind?
Do you think you can remember enough of him to give a composite for a composite artist?
No.
2 people, not enough.
No. I don't remember what his eyes look like. I don't remember what his nose looked like. I just remember eyebrows. I don't know exactly what his eyebrows look like at all, really. I just remember thinking, like, eyebrows. So, like, I couldn't even, like...
Earlier you said because they were bushy?
Yeah, bushy, but that's all. Like, I don't remember the shape. I don't remember, like, the color. I just remember, like, bushy eyebrows. That's the only thing I can remember.
And when you saw him outside your door, was he moving? Was there movement going on?
I've been trying to think through this, and I've been trying to think, like, what do I remember from that? And I just, like, I don't remember if he was just, like, standing there or if he was walking. But what I think was going on was that he was, like, slowly walking like across from the living room to the kitchen out the sliding door. That's what I think I remember.
So I haven't been to the house. Is there a drop from the sliding door, or can you walk out onto the street without having?
So pretty much
distance?
you go out to the sliding door, there's just like this gray cement patio thing. Then let's just say your back is at the outside of the door and you're looking outside. To the right, you have to go, like there's like some rocks and some bushes you have to walk down. Then to your left, there's just like this hill, like these bushes, and then behind, like kind of to the back side, you can walk past my window. And there's like this hill of like bushes and stuff, and then up there's like houses. So I mean, it would be kind of hard to like run up it or run down it because there's all those like rocks and stuff.
Especially in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused. Like, if there was one there, why that way? Like that doesn't seem like the smartest and fastest way. But I mean,
which direction is the front door from your bedroom?
The front door, you have to go, again, out to the living room and downstairs. When you hit the bottom of the stairs, directly to your right is the door. So it's like kind of a little bit of a walk.
So it's a typical tri-level?
Yeah, typical, pretty much.
Okay. Can you think of anything else right now?
No, I'm trying to... Oh, this was something else that I remember. Cars do come by a lot, but I remember looking out the window, I just remember... Well, I think it was a black truck. I don't know for sure, but like that is normal for people's cars to go by. But I don't know if that could be something. It was just like car driving past our driveway.
What time was that at?
That was right when I went down to see. So I don't know exactly when that was.
Was it moving? It was in movement.
I was moving. I wasn't stopped at all. It was moving, and like people drive by our driveway to go like around like this side housing neighborhood a little bit. Like we hear cars go by all the time. Like that's not weird, but
But when you were making your way to the room,
that's not when I heard.
Oh.
It was when I got into the room. I don't know why I looked out the window, but I looked at the window and I just saw a car like driving by, and I believe it was I guess I shouldn't say I believe because I don't know for sure, but I think it was a black truck. But I don't know for sure. It could have been. It was just dark and I thought it was a black truck.
But there was a vehicle there.
Yeah, but it was like it wasn't stopped. It was moving, and like. From my window, again, my window is like, if like, let's say this is the front of my room, this is my back room, this is my window right here. There's like a neighbor, I guess you would know this, that neighborhood up there, I can hear cars go by right there all the time. Like that's normal, it doesn't weird me out. And I, like, from what I think the car was just going up to that neighborhood. But again, I don't know, but I thought I'd just let you know, just in case it
could have been a suspect.
Yeah, like I don't know, it could have been, but who knows.
And you said you sure it was a truck?
I don't know. I think it was a black truck from what I'm thinking, but again, I don't know for sure.
Were the headlights on?
I couldn't even remember. I can't remember that at all.
What drew your attention to it?
I think I just wanted to look at the window for some reason. I don't know why, but I remember seeing the red lights on the back of the truck.
Brake lights?
Yeah, I don't really know why. I remember seeing that. It was like, I don't remember if they were headlights or not. I just don't know about that. But I just remember seeing the red lights, kind of.
You've been through a lot. In time, You'll remember more. From my experience working with victims, you'll remember more. So anything, even if you don't think it's significant, we would still want to know.
Yeah.
What are your plans? Are your plans just to stay here? It's a hard decision right now, isn't it?
Right now, there's a candlelight memorial I'm going to with some of my friends. That will be, I think, just like when I got to, I guess I gave the name. They all knew Maddie did. Talking to them was really nice because so they were super close, and it's just like nice knowing that other people are going through this too. Like it's not just us. Like there are so many people. Really? That's interesting.
So I have to ask you because I never did, and I think Detective Sergeant Blaker would probably have asked you this. Who's someone that called 911?
So, I guess I'll start from that morning. I woke up. I don't really know when. I know that she called. I think that she called. That I called her at 10:50, but I believe it was later.
The same.
No. I don't know how I knew, but because looking at everything there, like the call was at 12, so I think I called her close to like 11:50. I think it was 11:50, not 10:50, from what I remember. But it could have been 10:50. Maybe I just am mixing everything up. Again, that was on Snapchat because I didn't have her number at that moment, so it probably has gone away now. Pretty much me and Becky, I woke up and I kept like going in and out, and I kept having these dreams of like this woman. I remember just having this like big nose, and she was wearing all black, and it was like a joke that they were coming to the house like trying to prank people. Like I just had these dreams about this guy, but it was actually a woman, and she was super nice. Eventually, like just these weird dreams about everything. And I woke up, and I couldn't remember if all of that was a dream. I couldn't remember if I didn't know any of it, so I looked at my text messages, and I saw I had texted about that, and I was like, okay, like now I'm kind of weirded out. Like I don't know how much of it was real. Like I thought I imagined it.
Where's when you wake up?
Right next to me in bed. We wouldn't even go outside to go pee because we didn't know like what was going on. We didn't know if someone was there. Like it just, I don't know. We just didn't want to deal with that, you know. We woke up and I was like, "Are you awake?" She's like, "Kind of, so." And so I have the text messages. Let me go to it real quick.
And you're in.
Yes, in the basement. Sorry, I have to go through so many texts. So I texted Maddie 11:23, "Are you up?" And I had looked at her. So I have Maddie's Find My iPhone, and because she was at home, I was like, okay, like they're fine. Like, you know, nothing happened. Like she's at home, you know. That's what you
could
think.
See your phones.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like well, if your friends are home, like you think you're safe, you know. Like that's just what you immediately think. So I guess Maddie texted at 11:23. Kaylee, I texted. Oh, I guess that would have been 10:23 in Moscow time. Sorry, that keeps confusing me. I would have texted Kaylee at 11:29 in Moscow time. "Are you up?"
Kaylee?
Yeah.
11:29 a.m.
Yeah, and then I kept, so on Snapchat, I don't know if you know this, but you can have your location on that. I don't know if, yeah. So Xana and Ethan always have their location on it, and it wasn't turning on, so I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, like maybe they were just really drunk, you know. And they're sleeping in pretty late. I then called my friend and I said, "I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if I made it up, but I think there was someone here. I don't know if it's true." And I told her about the whole black mask suit situation, and she thought it, like, I talked to her today, and she was like, I mean, like, you and I was kind of freaked out about that. I just thought it was like another one of those, like, oh, you're just scared for the night, you know, because I just talked to her a little bit ago. And so she sent over that guy that was with us.
So boyfriend is.
Yes. Okay. The Chapin is boyfriend. So I called and I told her, like, I'm kind of freaked out, like we don't know what's going on. Called Jeff, was the one that had that blue car parked out. So he came over and he walked in the door. We were kind of freaked out, like, who is that? He goes, "It's just."
So the door was unlocked?
No, he knew the code. Well, I guess I wouldn't even know.
You'd ask him.
I guess I would have to ask him because we told people that we knew very close what our code was. I don't know if he knew the code or if the door was unlocked. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
So he came alone?
Yes, at first he came by himself at first.
What time do you think that was?
Oh, I have no clue.
Okay,
so a little bit before 12 because I guess the call was at 12. So I'm gonna guess a little bit before then. And he walked upstairs and he was like, "What do you have?" Like to protect it. I go, "There's knives in the kitchen, like just like kitchen little knives." He
just asking, "What do you have as far as a weapon?"
Yes, just in case, because he was kind of freaked out. That's when I saw Xana again, and she was in the same position, and that's what freaked me out, was that she hadn't moved at all, and I was like, okay, she's just unconscious. She's just drank too much. She's unconscious. Like, and I just started bawling, and I stayed down downstairs, but like at the door, and I was upstairs.
But you went up with Hunter?
I went up with Hunter. I just started bawling because I was like, I didn't think dead at all. That never crossed my mind once. Never, ever, ever that crossed my mind. I just thought, she's unconscious. She's not waking up. Like, she just drank too much, you know? So I go downstairs and I start crying because I'm really freaked out. Like, everything is stressing me out. And she start coming up from those little mini stairs from the White's apartment. And I'm like, she's not waking up. Like, she's not waking up. Like, I don't know what to do. She's unconscious. And I don't know if I made sense to them at all because I was freaking out.
Why did you come over?
Because I called them.
Okay, because you called them and they came at your place.
Yes.
Okay.
They sent first because, like, there's a guy, you know, just, I don't know. Comes down, you can tell when someone's freaked out by something, and he was freaked out, and he said, call the police right now. And me and just like, we don't know what to do. We didn't think, like, we just thought maybe she was unconscious still.
So you hadn't seen her? So your 911 call saying she's unconscious, you didn't realize the magnitude of the issue?
Yeah, I didn't see Ethan in there, but that Ethan was in there, and I don't know what anything looked like. I just saw, like, again, her legs and the top of her head. That's all I saw. I didn't see anything else. That's
why we're asking, because when you called and said unconscious, we're wondering, after seeing what he told me he saw, how you would say unconscious, because you never saw that.
I never saw anything. So I thought they were asleep at first. I don't know how much he saw. All I know is he was freaked out. He said, I think they're just asleep. And when we were talking a little bit later, I asked him about it, and he was like, I thought they were asleep. Like, don't feel bad you didn't know. Like, I thought they were asleep too, because I felt terrible about it. I thought that she was just asleep. And so obviously he came down the stairs and he was like, call the police right now. And so he's the one that called it.
Okay.
I don't know if me and her could barely talk. I don't know if they gave the phone to her or at some point I got the phone back and I was like, Xana is unconscious. And I think I said the address, or I can't remember. Again, this whole moment of the morning was like the most stressful, like, freaked out of my life. And this woman was on the phone and she was like, okay, something about defibrillator. I remember, and I asked the police that was coming, I was like, do you have a defibrillator? I said, yes. And so she says, okay, someone's here. And I said, yes, but can I tell you the whole story? She goes, no. She just said no, like, someone's there. And then I was like, okay, goodbye, whatever. I don't remember how many policemen came there. All I remember was, like, just crying and freaking out because we were so, like, we just didn't know what was going on. And then this policeman, he questioned me, and I told him about the whole night. And I tried to tell him as best as I could, but obviously I was, like, out of it. And he was talking to me, then talking to other people talking to me. So it was kind of, like, kept leaving and going, which I understand. He had to handle the situation, not his fault at all. And then I just remember putting the tape up, and that's when I just dropped to the floor and started crying, because I was like, this is not okay. Like, you only put the tape up when there's a crime. Like, you don't ever put the tape up, really. And I remember we all started freaking out, and then Xana and Ethan didn't come out, and the ambulance, like, the people with the ambulance, like, the people came and then they left, and it was like, they didn't come back. That means they were here for 5 minutes. That's how you know. And I just remember we all started bawling our eyes out, like, we didn't understand what was going on. And I remember I kept asking, like, where's Xana and Kaylee? Because, I mean, where's Maddie and Kaylee? Because Maddie's location was at home still. I was like, where's Maddie and Kaylee? Like, where are they? Like, can you please tell me? And they wouldn't tell me. And I think the moment we really knew that something, like, one of them was gone was because that vandal alert. And obviously, she was pissed off. She goes, like, why the fuck did you not tell us this? Why did we get a stupid, like, text? And the policeman was like, you were not supposed to know that right now. Like, you just weren't. And we were obviously pissed off, but, like, I mean, we don't know what their job is, you know, like, we can't, you know, I don't know. I think that's when we realized that they were actually gone, and I screenshot it to my mom and I called her, and I just, like, was crying and freaking out. And I think it was before that I knew Maddie and Kaylee were gone. I don't really know how, I don't know who told me, but that was just, like, I couldn't understand it. Like, I just remember crying and freaking out. Like, how did I not know? Like, how were we asleep and we didn't know that they were dead? Like, how did we not know at all? Like, we just never made that, me and Beth never ever made that connection that a murder would be in the house. We just never knew that. Like, our friends were home. It was fine. We were in the house. So
I know you know this. For whatever reason, you were spared. So don't let this define you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One day we'll make sense of it, but we have to figure out who did this to understand why, right? We don't have, that's what you can tell me where you were, when you were there, what you were doing, where they were, but we don't have the answer for you why.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Detective Sergeant Blaker's job, is to figure out why this happened. and then get an answer from the person responsible for it and hold them responsible for this.
Yeah.
So you're going to do this. This is a process, right? Probably told you. This does not resolve overnight. Mm-mm. And it does, and it takes years. It takes people years. But there is a reason why that this didn't happen to you too. So all I would want to say to you is that remember there was a reason you were given a second chance.
Yeah.
And do right by yourself and your friends.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing, like me and Becky, I just feel like we wanted to know, like, what made someone want to do this to such good people and what made them not want to hurt us whatsoever. Because they never went down a room, they never went to my room. If they did get through the sliding door, then they had to have passed my room.
If not, though, because I haven't seen the layout of your house.
Yeah.
What door would they have used not to pass by your bedroom?
Well, I mean, to go the front door, you still have to pass around to go up to Kaylee's room.
Yes.
But Kaylee always was kind of freaked out because that balcony. I feel like if a guy really wanted to, I feel like he could climb up if he wanted to. So, and I remember we were looking at pictures of the whole news thing, and our curtains were all kind of messed up, and that was what made us kind of think
that could have been law enforcement doing
that's
that
true.
As well. You know, those pictures come after the fact. How far is it from the ground to the balcony?
I don't know. How much do you think? I mean, you've seen the house.
9 to 10 feet.
Like, if someone wanted to, I feel like they could.
But why do that if the doors are unlocked?
I know, but...
And then the risk you run is if you're crawling up the side of a house, somebody's going to see you doing that, and you run the risk, a higher risk, of somebody calling that in as opposed to just walking in the front door to a house that's very active with people.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess...
But I don't know that. Do you know, maybe that did happen, but the risk that an offender runs into is if you're scaling a 9-foot high wall to get into a room, somebody is going to pass by and see that and report that, and then whatever your plan is has just been interrupted by that.
I mean, that would make more sense, but I just don't understand why my room, I guess if you're taking DNA, you can see my door handle and see if...
Well, that would be normal. That'd be normal because you'd be there, but you're thinking somebody else's stranger DNA. Yeah,
maybe tried to open the door, but if I did lock my door, then maybe that's why they didn't go in my room, because my door was already locked, but I don't know if it was locked or not.
So this is a really odd question because most people don't do this. Did you check all of when you first got back did you go through your house to make certain nobody else was in it?
No, that never, I don't know, we just didn't care about that. If we were with people, we weren't worried.
When you came home to get in your own house, did you have to unlock the door to come in?
I think so, yes. I think I had to punch my code so our door, there's you twist it, so there's a little thing that you twist, if it's vertical, it's unlocked. If it's horizontal, it's locked. And me and were checking it out to make sure that it was locked a while ago, and we always kept it horizontal, and I would check to make sure it was horizontal. So I think the front door was locked. I mean, you
came back to have popcorn and watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean, we would still even if I, let's say the door was unlocked, I still would have typed in the code to open the door and it would have just opened right away, So, I don't know if it was locked or if it wasn't.
That might be important. Because maybe this person was there first, and then you guys came to the house and he was already there. I would want to know that.
Yeah.
If you can remember. The other thing is, you can interview and ask, I know she was drunk though.
Yeah,
to see if she remembers if you had unlocked the door to come in.
Yeah.
And do you know, when you got home, because it was cold, right?
Yeah.
Was the sliding door open or closed when you got home?
It was closed. Because I remember we were making popcorn, and that would have freaked me out if the door was open, but I don't know if it was locked or not. That probably don't know, but I do know that the door was locked. The door is closed because I don't know, that door just being open kind of freaked me out.
And where was Murphy when you got home?
Oh, I let him out. I forgot to add that. He was upstairs and I let him out to go potty real quick.
So you went upstairs?
Yeah, so I guess, I don't know how I forgot about that. Sorry.
That's okay. Whose room was he in?
Kaylee's, because it's mostly Kaylee's dog. So I heard him whining. I was like, okay, I'll go get him. Took him outside for a second. So I know no one was in Kaylee's room. Her lights were on. I know that for sure. Her lights were on. I took Murphy outside and I just kept looking. Whenever I go outside in the dark, I'm always looking at my surroundings. Didn't see anything. I know that. Looked around, brought him inside after he went potty or whatever, and then he was Lake and him were hanging out a little bit. Then I brought him back upstairs. So, yeah, I don't know. I forgot about that.
No, that's okay. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, are you comfortable if I make her a business card as well? So I'm here, he's in Moscow. If you think of anything, if you're more comfortable with him, you're welcome to call him. If you're comfortable, I'm going to give you a business card with my cell phone.
Okay.
You have some questions?
Only one question I really have now at this point is, did you happen to know the login or username and password for the router?
No. I believe it was Kaylee who dealt with the Wi-Fi stuff, not me or. I know so Xana dealt with like, I think power or something, and then either Xander and Maddie did water, one of them did like utility, whatever, light or power, whatever, and then Kaylee did Wi-Fi.
Okay.
That's all I know, because me and Ben were in charge of that stuff because we were just moving in. So.
Is there anything we haven't asked that you think it's important we cover?
No, I do have some follow-up questions about just stuff, but no, not for the purpose of the interview.
Then I'm going to terminate on my audio recording the interview concluding at 2:11 p.m. on the 17th of November 2022.